Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, 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 just like Diego. God, 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 God. Yeah, all these shooters.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll be watching the veteran, Adam Thielen. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Texans and the Colts, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis, we are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed.
There he goes, left side. Escapes the defender. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night, 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchises undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
So from 2nd and 10, it'll now go to 2nd and 15. Allen. There's the stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back seven's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back eight. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On play action, Allen. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception. Now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay, what happened on the interception ball, seeking to avoid it in the future.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
11, Thomas. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And complete to Smith and Jigba. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
Well, how about that? prime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think...
Touchdown, Texans! Christian Watson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. You look at the defense for these Texans. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2, ready?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Burrow's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
On 1, ready?
This offense finding its legs now.
11,
Here's
buddy.
another 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
Edwards-Helaire now off the option. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 1, ready?
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Burrow will throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
11, MT, Tate. 11, Thomas.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They go play action with Burrow. This is caught by Addison. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
Here we go.
They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 1, ready?
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Turbo shot.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jigba from 8 yards out, and the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. In motion right, Dobbs. Allen going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you... football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11 MT. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Pass complete to Addison. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jordan Addison from 4 yards out. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down.
And got his man complete. There he goes again. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, here's Burrow. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 1, ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. Completes this to Addison out left. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Burrow. He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A final shot before half for Allen. Incomplete. So we have... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open. right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. 36 yards on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. 2nd and 10. And Watson has it right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot around the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Allen to throw once more. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Tyrell Dodson, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Nevis on to attempt the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Here we go.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Right in.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Atwell, complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Gun.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground. Fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this third quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Thomas. 11 MT.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back. But they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
11. Y.T.M.
Burrow going to keep it running right. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line.
And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the third quarter that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up.
Allen's throw brought in by Watson.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston.
Christian Watson.
74 yards.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
I'm one, ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
11, MT, 11, Thomas.
On second down, here's Burrow. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Gun.
The Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow will throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? Right. It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional.
Touchdown! Adam Thielen, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Alert!
Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught by Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Now Allen again. That's going to be caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
12.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
11, empty. 11, Thomas.
On second down, Burrow. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
You got the big lead defensively.
willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Gray. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing again, it's Burrow. This is caught by Addison. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown Colts. Mark Andrews, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up.
Certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here, but that one falls incomplete.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way in. Now 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense. What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, man.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back.
We got London on the
whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. McLaren way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy, just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me read the whole club.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I nobody. I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own. When you winning, wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do, but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they can tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking on mouth, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashy with a system on, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in